Video on demand, OTT, TV everywhere. Whatever you call it, there is no denying that consumers cannot get enough of video. But they absolutely want complete control over when and where they are going to watch it. Now, it is no secret that the cable cord keeps getting cut, but streaming services continue to see increases in demand and subscribers. And with the average American consuming over 4 hours of video each and every day, I believe that streaming TV offers you, the local automotive dealer, a great opportunity to reach in-market consumers effectively and cost efficiently. Hey, thanks for checking out this episode of On Target. This is the place where automotive advertisers get tips, tactics, and strategies that can help improve the results they get from their ad and media campaigns. Now, let's get back to today's subject at hand, streaming TV. Currently, U.S. consumers spend almost as much time watching video as they do working. You know, the average consumer is spending about 40 hours each week watching video, with 15 hours of that coming through streaming TV services. And here is just a little bonus fun fact. Big data has gotten really involved with streaming TV, giving you the ability to target mid-funnel, in-market consumers for a fraction of the cost of what traditional TV or cable ads run. Add in the fact that you can target your ads to reach the exact type of buyer you want, your waste factor and overall ad spend can decrease exponentially. And here's the really best part. You can accomplish all of this for a much lower cost per lead and, most importantly, a lower cost per sale. Now, for any campaign to be successful, you need to reach a large enough audience who is actually interested in your product. And that might be the main reason why I believe you should look at a streaming TV platform. They have access to extremely large audiences, but at the same time, they also have access to highly accurate and specific viewer data that can be used to target potential customers. The end result for you is you reach the right people at the right time, and this generates a much higher conversion rate at a much lower cost. Now, before you call your local TV or cable rep and just sign up, I'd like to give you a few tips that will help improve your success with a streaming TV campaign. Tip number one, you have to know your customer and make sure it matches the streaming TV audience that you'll be targeting. You know, we have discussed the importance of understanding your target audience before, and since streaming TV allows you to target by both basic demographics as well as in-market audience targeting, you are going to need to know who that audience is before launching your campaign. Think long and hard about what you're really good at and what customer base you can serve exceptionally well. Target those consumers and forget about everyone else. Tip number two, you need to mix up your ads. Unlike cable or broadcast TV, where ad formats were all pretty limited, streaming TV has the ability to provide multiple formats: short, long, bumper ads. You could do hard sell, lifestyle ads, vignettes. Different audiences are going to respond to different ad styles and formats. And with streaming TV, it's actually pretty easy to tell which format is performing the best. You know, most providers have campaign dashboards which allow you to track and monitor your campaign almost in real time. This will help remove that emotional factor from your decisions. If a particular ad isn't working, you will know it. Tip number three, test different ads. You know, no matter what type of advertising you want to do, testing is one of the most important ways to know if you have a good ad. This rule applies to streaming TV as well. And while streaming offers you the ability to get really creative and have a lot of fun, finding the right ad for your ideal customer and market will come down to testing it on the streaming platforms. Now, if you have never tested ads before, it's a pretty simple concept that boils down to testing at least 2 different ads at the same time. What you do is you watch to see which one outperforms the other ad. And once you get enough data collected, the idea is just continue to serve ads and try to outperform the best ad. The result is a never-ending cycle of well-performing ads. Tip number 4, you must include a clear and concise call to action. Now, while it is true that a streaming campaign will help build your brand and keep your dealership top of mind, the strength is its ability to reach lower funnel in-market customers. For that reason alone, you need a clear and concise call to action. Tell them what you want them to do next. Get approved now. Claim your rebate now. Schedule your vehicle pickup now. Make it easy for your target audience to know what you want them to do next. Tip number 5, stick with proven ads. Hey, let's face it, video is a lot of fun. We can really let our personality shine, and the temptation is to constantly change the direction with our ads. Don't do it. Once you have found a proven winning ad and format, stick with that same style and format of ad. Keep testing other variations, but don't get too far off track. You need to really focus your efforts and your budget on what works. And finally, tip number 6, set budget limits to your ads, including frequency caps. Delivering effective traffic driving ads does require money. And like any other media platform, streaming TV can be a bottomless pit and can burn through your budget pretty fast. There will be a learning curve between knowing how much is enough to be effective and how much is just overspending. Setting these limits will ensure that you never overserve an ad or overspend. Most of the providers out there have minimum ad spends. And while they do want your budget, they also want the campaign to work. No one stays in business very long with one-off purchases. Just like you want to make a sale, so do they. But they also want a happy, repeat customer just like you do. So just go ahead and ask them, hey, what is needed to be successful on your platform? Also, demand that your provider offers you what is called a frequency cap. This will make sure your ad does not get served to the same person in the same program time after time after time. And while there is a lot of debate on this, I have seen the best results with frequency caps of around 12 to 15 ads per week per viewer. You want to be remembered, but you don't want to be seen as a nuisance or annoying. That can actually do a lot of harm to your dealership and your reputation. So, how do you even get started? Well, first, you are going to need to commit to video. Unlike most of the social and digital platforms that are out there that are all image and text-based, this is video. And video takes time, effort, and even a few dollars to do well. I would advise you to do a little bit of research on what video creation is actually going to cost. Go ahead and meet with some local video producers and see what creating content will run you. And while you're in that research phase, set up a few meetings with your local cable or broadcast TV rep. They will be happy to share what they can provide and the targeting options that they have available through their streaming TV platforms. Also, there are a number of self-serve platforms out there. YouTube and Hulu are all self-serve. There's a lot of other ones out there, but these are the easiest. So let's wrap this up. Video is huge. Consumers cannot get enough, which means it isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And since we're in the automotive space, there is no better way to showcase our products or services than with video. So my advice, give customers what they want by jumping on that video bandwagon. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you have any questions or comments at all, do not hesitate to reach out. Obviously, my team and I would be thrilled to have a conversation with you and your dealership on how streaming TV can help you. And if you did like the content, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to hit that notification bell up in the corner and you will get a heads up with our next automotive advertising video. Until next time, I wish you and your dealership good selling.